Hi, I'm Muskan, and in this video, I'll be talking about a paper called Challenging Blurred Boundaries, Sexuality and Intimacy in Muzaffar Ali's Umrao Jaan. This has been written by me from Prayogsshala's Department of Sociology. This study uses the 1981 film Umrao Jaan as a lens to explore gender, sexuality, and respectability in South Asian society, especially through the life of the courtesan. Courtesans or the wives have long existed in the grey zones of South Asian society, admired for their talent yet ostracized for their sexuality. This paper examines how the film Umrao Jaan captures that complexity, especially by showing how women like Umrao lived at the intersection of art, desire, power, and exclusion. The film is not just a story of loss and longing. It becomes a narrative about identity, marginalization, and how society deals with women outside traditional norms. The paper conducts a detailed sociological analysis of Muzaffar Ali's film Umrao Jaan, which is based on Mirza Hadi Ruswa's 1905 novel. The paper closely examines the visual storytelling of the film, the characters' emotional and social trajectories, and the broader cultural symbols of honor, shame, and nationhood. Through this, the study investigates how intimacy and respectability are constructed and denied in both public and private spaces, especially for women like Umrao, who are excluded from dominant narratives but never completely invisible. The film highlights how Umrao's art is celebrated, but her identity as a courtesan makes her socially unacceptable. She is admired as a performer, but repeatedly degraded as a bazaru aurat, a woman of the street. Despite moments of love and fame, she is denied access to domestic respectability. The paper shows how respectable womanhood is strictly policed, divided into binaries of the good woman and the fallen woman. Even when Umrao returns home, she is rejected by her brother, blamed for a life she had no control over. The film also touches on the fragility of masculinity, portraying male characters who oscillate between power and tenderness, further emphasizing how gender roles are socially performed and enforced. This paper reminds us that gender and sexuality are deeply political. The stories of the wives, once central to Indian art and culture, have been erased or romanticized. By revisiting films like Umrao Jaan, we can better understand how women's identities have been shaped, confined, and resisted in both cinema and society. The paper calls for more research that explores the hidden histories of courtesans and their roles beyond entertainment. It also highlights the need to move away from narrow portrayals of women in media, especially those that either idealize or vilify them. Future work can focus on how gender, caste, and class intersect to produce more nuanced understandings of femininity, desire, and agency in South Asian narratives. Thanks for watching. To read the full working paper, check out the link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe to Prayogshala for more research brought to you in just a few minutes.